Ministry of Health continues to monitor respiratory viruses. Coteaux Community Facility recommissioned. PNM Senator criticizes Autonomy Bill rejection. And Assistant Secretary Craig outlines environmental initiatives. Good evening, I am Biana Brebner. Welcome to the Tobago Updates Television News for Thursday, 16 January 2025. To our top story this evening. Although some media outlets have reported a lab-recorded case of the HMPV virus, a media release issued by the Ministry of Health stated that the virus is not a notifiable disease in Trinidad and Tobago at this time. The ministry noted that in a recent communique issued on January 8, 2025, it referenced a PAHO report indicating a rise in respiratory infections, including the HMPV in China during the week of December 23 to 29, 2024. However, it is said these cases remain lower in scale compared to last year. The ministry emphasized that the HMPV, first identified in 2001, is not a new virus and has been present globally, including Trinidad and Tobago. It is one of the viruses that causes the common cold. The ministry said it will continue to provide updates as necessary. The THA has invested over $3 million to renovate the Coteaux community facility, which now includes features designed to complement the villagers' cultural aspiration. The facility was officially recommissioned on Monday. More in this story.
With a $3 million budget and a contractor from Plymouth, JDD General Services Limited, Assistant Secretary in the Division of Community Development, Youth Development and Sport, Joel Sampson, expressed pride in the newly renovated Coteaux community facility. He stated that it is designed to support a village with strong cultural roots.
The decision to raise the roof to improve acoustics and to add a new wing demonstrates an understanding of the diverse ways this facility will be used.
He also highlighted that villagers from Coteaux had the opportunity to contribute to the project. Meanwhile, area Representative Zarisha Hackett expressed satisfaction that her administration was able to fulfill the residents' #1 request.
Pride in this Tobago People's Party administration for delivering in under 3 years what the previous administration could not deliver in 21 years.
With enhanced and expanded spaces, the THA hopes the facility will play a key role in preserving cultural traditions and supporting preparations for hosting heritage events. Chief Secretary Fali Augustine urged the community to take responsibility for utilizing the facility positively and to its fullest potential.
But we are also guilty of billing all of these facilities, cutting the ribbon, unveiling the plaque, and then not doing very much with them afterwards.
Acknowledging the community's struggles with criminal elements, Augustine encouraged residents to ensure the facility becomes a hub of activity to keep young people engaged and productive.
I expect now and again a light bulb might break because somebody kick a ball or they were playing table tennis inside here. I prefer to change a bulb. I prefer to spend the money and change a window because the facility is being used than to come here because a repast is being held here for somebody that was gunned down.
He also urged community members to prevent a situation where the facility becomes ground zero for law enforcement operations, as recently occurred in the neighboring village of Golden Lane.
For at least 2 weeks, find beds to bring into the center, then bring police and army into the center in Golden Lane, to be there 24/7 as an intervention to prevent a community from exploding. Because it was gunshot New Year's night, then people place get burned down, somebody get killed in between that.
Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
The Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Commerce has raised concerns about the effectiveness of the government's extended state of emergency. In a statement dated January 15th, the Chamber acknowledged the SOE's role in addressing crime, but stressed the need for a broader, more comprehensive approach. While they noted some positive impacts, particularly on businesses, the Chamber questioned the overall effectiveness of current measures such as police raids and firearm seizures, which were initially key objectives of the SOE. The Trinidad and Tobago Chamber also pointed out that the ongoing security situation is impacting investors' confidence. While the seasoned investors remain cautiously optimistic, potential investors, mainly those unfamiliar with the local market, have expressed concerns. As Carnival approaches and tourism plays a crucial role in the economy, the Chamber urged state agencies to collaborate and implement stronger, more effective security measures to ensure a safe environment for all. We'll take a break and come back with more. Stay with us.
When the game is on, you don't want to miss the best moments. With Amplia TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with Amplia's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 gigabyte fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With Amplia, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. Amplia. Do more, live more.
Attention, members of TWCU Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited. Are you ready to take the next step and help shape your credit union's future? This is your chance to get involved. We're now accepting nominations for elections at our 75th Annual General Meeting 2025. Open positions include spots on the Supervisory Committee, the Board of Directors, and the Credit Committee. Nomination packages are available on our website www.twcu.co.tt, or you can pick one up at our Port of Spain or Tobago offices. The completed forms can be dropped off at the said offices or emailed to nominations@twcu.co.tt no later than January 17th, 2025 at 3 p.m. For more information, visit our website at www.twcu.co.tt. Don't miss this opportunity to make a difference. Apply today and guide the future of your credit union. TWCU Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited. Our credit union, one family.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Welcome back. On today's Good Morning Tobago program, Assistant Secretary in the Office of the Chief Secretary, Sonny Craig, addressed environmental concerns and the importance of sustainable practices in Tobago. Regarding climate change, energy, and the community responsibility, Craig emphasized the need for a holistic approach to the environmental stewardship. Reporter Josh Sheldon has the details.
During the Chief Secretary's realignment of the Tobago House of Assembly last year, Sonny Craig was appointed Assistant Secretary in the Office of the Chief Secretary, responsible for overseeing the energy transition, carbon sequestration, and broader environmental policies. While acknowledging that his department has not yet reached its objectives, he said he's working closely with a dedicated team of professionals to advance these critical initiatives.
The Chief Secretary, when he did his realignment, he placed me in that position, that was in May 2024, to look at this whole conversation about the environment, climate change, energy. And when you say energy, we're considering alternative energy.
Although Tobago is a small island developing state, it's still being affected by climate change. According to Assistant Secretary Craig, people must take personal responsibility in ensuring that the environment remains clean and sustainable.
The environmental concern is not necessarily all about factory smoke and industrialization. It has a lot to do with how we treat our space. I am even trying to push this thing as far as your individual self, how you take care of yourself, how you manage your bedroom, how you manage your home, how you manage your street and your community.
He announced that the Office of the Chief Secretary will partner with the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection to remove abandoned vehicles from the roadsides. This initiative aims to create more usable space on the roadways, improving both the traffic flow and the overall aesthetic of the community.
So if you want to get back your derelict car, or if you didn't move it before we moved it, you still have a little chance to get it back. But these things add up to what I would say is something contrary to the real vision we have for the island.
He announced that over time, Tobago will see a reduction in the use of plastic bags within the community. While acknowledging that this may cause some discomfort, he emphasized that it is a crucial step towards protecting the environment. Additionally, he noted that discussions are ongoing with various entities to implement other key environmental initiatives on the island.
There are persons overseas presently presenting options for us to consider, and of course we'll have to look at them. They must come in tandem with the THA's policy and the legal framework under which the THA functions. Yeah.
Joshel Dan, Tobago Update Television News.
On Tuesday evening's Minority Report, Senator Lawrence Hislop expressed a strong disappointment regarding the rejection of the Tobago Autonomy Bill by the Tobago People's Party and the United National Congress. During his remarks, Senator Hislop emphasized the importance of the bill, which would have granted Tobago significant powers. He reflected on the broader implication of the decisions.
In the first Minority Report of the year, Senator Lawrence Hislop expressed disappointment with the TPP and the UNC for rejecting the Tobago Autonomy Bill. He emphasized that the bill would have granted Tobago significant powers.
The significant development for this island that was rejected by the TPP and the UNC was additional autonomy for this island.
Exactly.
Let
us not forget that.
I always made the point that we turned our backs on forward movement because we're looking for something that we're not even sure about.
Senator Hislop acknowledged that while the Tobago Autonomy Bill was rejected, it is crucial to remember that the Tobago Island Government Bill was successfully passed.
We ought to remember that the Island Government Bill was passed.
Correct.
All it required was a simple majority.
Exactly.
So the People's National Movement voted in favor of Tobago having its own island government.
After the rejection of the bill, Chief Secretary Farley Augustine created a series called Autocorrect and Autofocus to highlight some of the concerns with the bill and to educate Tobagonians. However, Senator Hislop claimed that this was an attempt on the part of the Chief Secretary to have conversations about secession and not autonomy.
And the conversation is coming along the lines, and the Chief Secretary is attempting with all these programs, Autocorrect and all of these things, is attempting to push a conversation that is along the lines of secession. And if that is what you, or even if it is a as a more significant position as it relates to autonomy. Put forward your position.
Senator Hislop also condemned MP Saddam Hussein's actions, noting that the opposition received a document from the Chief Secretary just 1 hour before the parliamentary debate. He argued that the opposition could have proposed amendments after receiving the letter from the Chief Secretary. Hislop also suggested that the late delivery of the letter may point to a political affiliation between the Chief Secretary and the opposition.
So if you got this an hour before, if you were really interested in giving Tobago and voted in favor of the bills, you would have taken the same document that you got from the Chief Secretary, you would have drafted the amendments properly, and you would have laid the amendments in the House.
Joshua Dana, Tobago Updates, Television News.
The Innovative Democratic Alliance has accused senior members of the PNM of engaging in political mischief. This accusation relates to a statement made by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley about police officers and by Minority Leader Kelvon Morris about healthcare workers. Reporter Candice Jackson has the details.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley accused police officers of shirking their duties by hiding in police stations during the current state of emergency, a claim that Commissioner of Police Earl Hereward Christopher has since refuted. The accusation drew strong criticism from IDA political leader Dr. Denise Soifat Angus, who argued that such remarks demoralize police officers.
The PNM should be bright enough to know that these comments not only undermine the dedication of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, but risk making it a subject of ridicule, impacting their ability to effectively combat crime, a challenge we cannot afford to trivialize.
Another statement that raised concern for Dr. Soifat Angus came from Minority Leader Kelvon Morris. He recently accused the Tobago Regional Health Authority of purchasing onions and coffee at significantly inflated prices.
This so-called evidence, widely shared on social media, was later found by our investigations in the IDA to be nothing more than an internal memo produced by a computer glitch. Yet, these accusations tarnish the reputations of hard-working healthcare professionals who dedicate their lives to serving our communities.
Since both leaders are members of the PNM, Dr. Soifat Angus questioned whether these statements reflect the party's approach to handling its politics.
It suggests that the PNM's playbook is about political mischief and scoring cheap points that take precedence over truth and integrity.
The IDA political leader accused the PNM of setting a poor example for the nation's children.
When children see that their leaders are willing to cut corners and deceive the public, how else are they going to behave in adulthood? Don't blame the parents for crime. Check yourselves.
She also called on the Prime Minister and the Minority Leader to apologize to police officers and healthcare workers respectively for their statements. She also urged other politicians to avoid making similar baseless accusations against public servants. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
You're watching the Tobago Updates Television News. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news after this.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Spring. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. snacks. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Thanks for staying with us. The Minister of Finance, Colin Imbert, is confirming delays in refunds to companies after a newspaper article raised concerns. Imbert blamed the delay on cash flow problems, not bureaucracy as was reported. He claimed lower than expected oil and gas production, coupled with depressed prices in the latter half of 2024, resulted in reduced government revenue. As a result, Imbert explained that the government prioritized urgent bills and postponed VAT refunds. However, the recovery of oil and gas prices and increased revenue from the tax amnesty in late 2024, he expects cash flow to improve. Imbert assured that the government is now in a position to fulfill its commitment and will complete VAT refunds to small and medium-sized enterprise or SMEs by the end of January 2025. The Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation has reaffirmed its commitment to Tobago's Steelband community with a fiscal boost for Carnival 2025. On Wednesday, January 15th, the division handed over a $200,000 check to Pantrinbago's Tobago region at its Scarborough office. This funding supports the National Instrument of Trinidad and Tobago while bolstering Tobago's steel bands as they gear up for the National Panorama competition. Vice Chairman of the Tobago region, Cadian Moore, expressed gratitude, highlighting the division's role in not only supporting Panis, but also advancing the island's cultural development. The weather report is next. Stay with us.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Now for the weather update from the TNT Met office. Tonight, generally fair and cool despite a few light showery spells. Tonight's temperatures are expected to be at 23 degrees Celsius. For tomorrow, you can expect generally fair despite the likelihood of a few partly cloudy spells with mostly light passing showers. Daytime temperatures will rise to 31 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 34 degrees Celsius. Seas are slight to moderate with waves near 1.5 to 2 meters in open waters and near 1 meter occasionally choppy in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 6:26 and sunset at 5:59. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Here's a recap of the headlines before we go. Ministry of Health continues to monitor respiratory viruses. Coteaux Community Facility recommissioned. PNM Senator criticizes Autonomy Bill rejection. And Assistant Secretary Craig outlines environmental initiatives. I am Bianna Brebner. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night.